Hi, me. We're still sick. We got COVID tested today. That came out of nowhere. Anyways, we've been watching The Handmaiden's Tale, and the second episode of the second season is called Unwomen. It is directed by Mark Bradley. I had his name in my head. I've forgotten it. Anyways, The Handmaid's Tale has a lot of beautiful cinematography. You can see it with how the characters, specifically of June and Serena Joy, are placed within a scene. Whenever the camera pans out, you'll see a lot of moments where June is on her own in the first season, and she is surrounded by long wooden posts, like she's in a box. There is a lot of vertical lines indicating a box-like fashion. She is made to seem small, and Serena Joy parallels her in that she's also made to seem that way, but she's also a little off to the left. It's fascinating to look at. But the second episode of the second season, Unwomen, has two scenes where June is not talking. She has no lines. And what goes on is that as the audience, we are, in a sense, looking through June's eyes as she explores the Boston Globe. And what she finds in her exploration is a bunch of cubicles that were left in a hurry. All of their possessions of the owners are still there, and at one is a singular shoe on its side. And it's a heel, so we know it's a women's shoe. She eventually makes her way down to where the printers are, and for a solid minute, we are just looking at her face and at a dawning horror come upon it. And there's music in the background, and you know she's seeing something, but you don't know what she sees. And the camera pans, and we see the nooses. And then it focuses, and in between two of the at least four hanging nooses, we see June. So she is framed by a slaughterhouse, focusing on the back wall where it's riddled with bullet holes and fake blood, obviously, because movie set, but blood. And from this, you can see that originally, when the Boston Globe was stormed, because we're told that it was empty before the war, when it was stormed and there were people there, that these people weren't taken alive. They were meant to be hanged and made an example of, but instead they were shot down, and a shoe is left behind, the missing pair. And it's a somber moment. It works because June doesn't speak. It works because of how the camera has June in between everything, where it's obvious to the watcher that if she goes back to the life she had before, this is what she's going to get. This is what happened to these women before, and this is what will happen to her. And it's beautiful. It's heart-wrenching. It's horrifying. The cinematography in this show is amazing. So yeah, I should do an in-depth analysis of that later. I love you. Hope you feel better soon. Bye.